Right. So our boy Sohan had something to say to the haters. He's letting you know it's gonna be all right.
I want some rest. Are we having fun yet?
I love the optimism. So this won't be a long video. Let's just we're just gonna dive straight into what Jeremy Sohan had to say. Okay. You guys know about the merch. You know all that good stuff. Just leave a comment underneath this video. Just say Sohan the Destroyer. I don't know. I never liked that name, but you can do it. Just put in Sohan the Destroyer. All right, that'll help the algorithm for me. So look, take a look at this. So big shout out to Bala here. Say we are seated. So this is what Jeremy Sohan had to put on his Instagram story. The tide will turn. Very simple, very sweet, short and sweet, to the point. And he's probably basing this off of, our schedule coming up too. It should turn. I hope the tides turn. But what I really want to talk about for this video is that play. Okay, we all know what play I'm talking about. The play. I'm gonna try my best not to be copyrighted here. Thank God for slow motion. All right, let's go ahead and bring this up. So as you guys know, he has been thrown under the ringer continuously. Okay, people have talked so much trash about Jeremy Sohan. Now, let me get this out the way, all right? Because there's a lot of people that get upset with me because they're like, you're a Jeremy Sohan homer. And it's like, no, I genuinely think he's a good player. As far as his personality, yeah, he's a type of guy that I want him to play for us, and I would probably hate him if he was on another team. Because, yeah, Pat Bev, guys like that, it is what it is, right? But I genuinely do like him as a player, and I feel as if a lot of people aren't watching the full games. I feel like people just strip away any context you have, and there's these clips of Sohan that get circled around Twitter at nauseum all the freaking time. All the time. And it's from people that hate Sohan, which I understand people outside of the San Antonio Spurs fan base that hate him. I get it. You probably should hate him. He wants you to hate him. Yeah, you should hate him. All right, he's a jerk. He's awful. He will mess with your favorite player for no reason. Okay, he does this. He does this all the time. He will troll you on Twitter. He wants that type of energy. I get it. All right, I get hating Jeremy Sohan. Me personally, I love him, but I love him because he plays for the Spurs. And when I watch him play, even on the court, I do think that his game is warranted to some type of compliment, something. But I don't know, it's just this really weird sentiment going around where it's just cool to hate Jeremy Sohan, and because people already dislike him, then they go ahead and strip away any context. Now, with that being said, this is what I wanted to show. So this play in particular. So this is my own thoughts on this play. Okay, I feel as if everyone made the right play. I know that's crazy. I know that's just uncalled for you to even say that, Clan. Like that's wild that you think, oh my goodness, you're such a homer. No, I actually do think that everyone made the right play. So you can see here, Wemby got the ball a little late. He has the mismatch. Could he go ahead and go up right here? He could, but at the same time, you have Jared Allen lurking. So Wemby makes a really good play, and he passes it over to Sohan. Now, right here, this is where I get irritated because there's a lot of people taking this and saying, oh, he just pulled a Ben Simmons. He had a wide open layup for a millisecond. Unless he can just teleport, yeah, he doesn't. Because as you can see here, as soon as he makes his step, which this would have been the move to do the layup, Allen is already in position to block that shot. So he makes the right play. As you can see, basically a triple team here. He passes it over to Keldon. Now, ideally, in a perfect world, he could do a bounce pass, maybe even between Allen's legs. I'm just kidding. But a bounce pass or dump off to Wemby right here. But it's a tough move to make nonetheless. And with experience, I think he'll be able to do it. But the right play in this situation, because Allen does have length, though maybe he could have deflected that, is to pass it over to Keldon. Now this where he's angled right now is a really tough pass. The problem that happened here was Keldon Johnson, he stayed at the wing the entire time, when in actuality, he should have been moving to the open space continuously to this corner to make the pass as easy as humanly possible. Sohan, he tries to make the play, and it's a very hard play to make. Now, I think it's a bad pass. Sure, it is. And I think Keldon didn't move over where he could have. Now, I also think, which I can believe this too, I think he could have made the catch, but he did zip that thing. I mean, he zipped that thing. It's low. It's a really tough pass to make, and it's a really tough pass to catch. So it is what it is, and that's what resulted in this play. But I don't think anybody, and that's what really frustrates me about this whole thing, because it's cool to hate on Sochan. Like, I saw people just saying anything. Sochan shouldn't have made the cut here. Like, what? He should have just stayed in the corner. Also, Sochan can't shoot. I've been seeing that. Like, the same person will say the same thing in the same sentence. And he took the ball, and he made the right read. This is the right read. This is the correct read. It's a wide open, or should be a wide open 3-point shot. But at the same time, he also could have made the pass to Wemby, but would have been a tough pass to make nonetheless. So either way, I don't think that it was a bad play. I just think that it's going to come with experience, and this is just a mistake, okay? And everyone makes certain mistakes, especially when you're a freaking sophomore in basketball. It's okay. It's not a big deal. I just wanted to bring this up because if you're not on Twitter, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But just take my word for it. It has been exhausting when it comes to the Jeremy Sochan hate. People will just justify anything because they hate him or because they dislike him. If your eye test is telling you that Jeremy Sochan is a bad player or he's trash, I just don't know if we're watching the same games. I'll be completely real. Now, if you're basing it off of stats, which he's never going to be a stat sheet stuffer, okay? Even though his stats are very similar to a 23-year-old Draymond Green, even a 24-year-old Draymond Green, he's never going to be somebody that just stacks the stat sheet. He's not going to be that type of player. But if you're just taking one play or two plays out of a 48-minute game, and you see it on Twitter and it's trending and your thought is, wow, Sochan's been really bad, I don't know what to say to you, okay? In this same game, his defense was phenomenal on your boy Donovan Mitchell. I think while Sochan was guarding him, he only made one of five. He went 1 for 5 from 3. I mean, his percentages were terrible. So he kept him far under his average. It was really impressive. His showing was really impressive. If you go back to when he guarded LeBron, he was impressive. If you go and you look at his advanced metrics, nothing to scoff at all. As far as you want to talk about hustle plays, 2-point contests, he's right there with Paul George. As far as I think his defensive field goal percentage, he's 2% under Kawhi Leonard, which is also pretty impressive from the fact that Jeremy Sochan at his size, he has the worst matchups, most difficult matchups among guards. So it's really hard for him, and every single night in the entire NBA, he has the toughest matchups when it comes to guard. And I'm not just saying that. It's not me just giving you my opinion. That's been factually proven. He has the most difficult assignments night in and night out. Sorry that I'm stumbling on my words. Really sleepy, really tired, long day, but it's just really frustrating that people just instantly just assume that he's just bad just because you saw a few clips, okay? So this was bad. It was a bad pass, but at the same time, a lot of bad things happened in this play. So anyways, I'll get with you guys later, man. Not a lot of bad things, but a few bad things. But get with you guys later. That's all I had to say. Let me know what you think in the comments. Till next time, bye.